Well, that's not quite the final thing I've got to say, so I'm back again for a moment. I'd really like us to pray about two particular things over these next few weeks, if that's okay, please. I know that many of you know that I pray from 9:30 through till 10 on Monday morning for the church, for us together, us as a people. And there's a couple of extra things that I think would be good to perhaps pray at that time or just generally through the week. And these two things are as follows. It suddenly became aware to me over these last few days that as time goes on in the situation that we are now in, it would be very easy for us to gradually wane a bit in our spirituality and in how we're feeling emotionally and of course physically as well. Now, I know that's a fairly obvious thing to say, but I feel my conviction is that we as a church need to pray that the enemy will not use that he will not cause the saints of the Most High to wear out, as it says in Daniel 7:25, that we would increasingly sense the Lord's provision and sustenance at this time, that we might indeed shine out something of Jesus' light as he continually moves in and through us. The other thing, which is really very positive at the moment, I've had a number of conversations with a number of different people. And one of the things they've been telling me, and this has been my own sort of experience as well, is that they are finding that they are talking to their neighbours and getting to know their neighbours on a level they never were before because of the situation we're in. I think that is brilliant. And I would like to encourage us to use these opportunities to, as it were, live out the gospel and to talk about the gospel as and when those opportunities arise. But here's the second thing about that. When this crisis finally passes, it will be so typical of the human race to end up going back to exactly how they were. The relationships with neighbours, for example, may gradually fade as things get back to normality. May I ask that we as the church do not allow that to happen, that we would, as it were, allow these relationships that are now forming to continue, and that we would be really special people that maintain that and then keep those relationships going for the sake of open house and other things that we're trying to do at the moment as a church, and use those ongoing relationships for loving people who are not Christians. I think that would be a good thing to do, to be, as it were, aware of how things will eventually go, and to really pray and be practical with regard to them all. Thanks ever so much, and God bless you, as I said, and I will be back on here again pretty soon, I'm sure.